my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day of Kaboomathon. Believe it or not, I have not read one graphic novel or comic book bind-up yet. I have started Becoming Abigail by Chris Abani. I found this in the library in the adult section, and I wanted to start reading more adult books and literary fiction because it's a genre I'm not really into. So far it's really good. It's only a novella, so it's pretty short. I'm that much in, and it's only been a couple hours. And I haven't read all that time. I've just picked it up here and there. But I do want to get to some graphic novels today. So I'm thinking of picking up Bitch Planet. Because I know I'm going to like it. But first I have to find it in my stack. There's so many books here. Actually, maybe I'll start When I Arrived at the Castle by Emily Carroll, because that one also looks really good. Look at that cover. That looks very, very good. So I have my hot peppermint mocha latte here, and I guess I'm going to read a little bit. I just finished When I Arrived at the Castle by Emily Carroll, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was was very much like her other work, Through the Woods, except there was only one story, although there are several short little stories throughout the book. But probably the greatest part of this is the art. I mean, just look at that. That is horrifying. And the detail that goes into it is so beautiful. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's fascinating how she draws these pictures, these scenes. And the story was very good. The story was great. But her art is just stunning. I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. Oh, I think I see Bitch Planet here. Yes. I'm going to read Bitch Planet next. And probably you're gonna love it. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna read Bitch Planet next, and I'm probably gonna love it, so look forward to that. So I'm about to go to work. I just wanted to give a little update. I just finished Bitch Planet Volume 1, and it was so good. It is about this planet that they send women to who misbehave, essentially. Not just in like crimes, but in any way that women can misbehave. It's a very how do I phrase it? Misogynistic society, where if you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too mouthy, you're too much of anything, then you get sent to Bitch Planet, or I forget what they call it, but Bitch Planet is really what it's called. You get sent there for misbehaving, not being the perfect woman. And the women on Bitch Planet are, they get the bad end of the stick, the wrong end of the stick, but they get this chance. The main character, her name is Kogo, I think that's how you say it. But she gets a chance to sign up for the sport called Megaton, and she gets to choose her own team for Megaton, and she's going to fight some men on Earth at this game called Megaton, or Duamilla is the name that they sometimes use. A lot of it is kind of confusing, I have to admit that. If you're not totally invested in the story, you might miss a couple things, but it's really good. The art is not my favorite, but the story is really compelling. And I like the messages behind it, that you shouldn't let being a woman stop you from doing anything, being what you are. You should be as you as possible. So yeah. And I have volume 2 here, and I am going to probably read that at work, or maybe bring a novel with me, but I will update you later. Bye! Good morning. It is Kaboomathon Day 2. I don't have a lot of updates regarding graphic novels, because I went to work last night. I did take Becoming Abigail with me, and I finished it, and I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars. It was bad. The writing was beautiful. Chris Abani is a Nigerian poet, I believe, a novelist, a poet and a novelist, and an author, which 2 of those words sound a little similar to each other, but whatever. If he wants to call himself a novelist and an author, that's fine. It was bad. It was just so melodramatic, and the character had like no agency. Things just happened to her. She didn't do anything about it, and I hated it. But I did start The Prince of Paradise, the true story of a hotel heir, his seductive wife, and a ruthless murderer by John Glatt. This is a true crime book about the murder of Ben Novak Jr., whose father created the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami. I live 40 minutes away from Miami, and the title is just intriguing, so I picked it up from the nonfiction section of my library, and it's good so far. It's basically just background. I mean, you can tell I'm not that far into it. I'm barely into it at all, but it's good. But I thought, well, I just did all my skincare. I'm planning on filming my November wrap-up today, and I'm going to do my makeup for that, but I'm going to let my skincare dry first, because I just did sunscreen. You should always wear sunscreen under makeup. Just take that from me, as my cousin is an esthetician, and if you want to look young for as long as possible, sunscreen is the answer. But while it dries, I'm probably going to pick up Uzumaki. I also just got myself Hulu for a year because it was $1.99 for like 12 months as a Black Friday deal. So I'm going to scroll around on Hulu and read Uzumaki. And I will get back to you on what I think about this. I wanted to film an update for All the Light is Gone. So it's been like 7 hours, and I read one chapter of Uzumaki, and I really did like it, but I was doing a bunch of other things like my homework, and I had to film I didn't have to, but I did film my November wrap-up, and in that time I read Spider-Gwen, Most Wanted. I didn't like it as much the second time around. I think it was because it was less of a novelty of like Spider-Gwen. Because I read this in like 2016, according to Goodreads. So it's been a while. I still did like it, and I want to read the other volumes. But it's not something that I would get for myself. I'd rather just get it from the library. The art style is definitely not for me, but some of the sound effects are really hilarious, and I thought because it's Kaboomathon that I should probably let you in on some, like Boo-Crump? What the fuck does that mean? Boo-Crump? What? And Thukuf? Where is it? Thukuf. I can't honestly. I have no idea what that sound is supposed to be. Fop. Fop. Yeah. Not. The art is just not for me. But I love Spider-Gwen. I love Gwen Stacy. And the rest of the Mary Janes, her band, are hilarious. Murder Cat. And I want to read the next volume. My library doesn't have it though. So, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to read some more tonight, but I'm not sure because I need to do my homework. Good morning, it is Kaboomathon day 3. I haven't read any more graphic novels or comic bindups. I did start Pretty Deadly Volume 1, which is a reread for me. And so far, it is as beautiful and lyrical as it was the first time, so I think I'm going to enjoy it. I'm planning on reading a lot more today because after school and seeing my girlfriend, I'm going to have some time, and I might go to the gym, and I'll probably listen to an audiobook then, but I probably will be able to get some more reading done. I did start Twelfth Night by Shakespeare. I just keep starting books and not finishing them. Love that for me. Who knows if I will finish any books this month, or if I'll just start a bunch and they'll all just stay started and not finished. But I'm sure I'll be able to finish a couple more graphic novels today. Haven't read any more Uzumaki. It's pretty thick, so it's kind of intimidating, but I'll get through it. I love Junji Ito and his writing and his drawings, so we'll see. Hello, it is December 5th, the morning of December 5th, and I have not updated at all yesterday. I've had a kind of crappy past 2 days. My school is really taking over my life. I broke up with my girlfriend. Well, we decided to just be friends, and I'm not mad about it, or I'm not sad about it. I'm really glad that things turned out that way. And I called out of work for personal reasons that I don't really want to talk about on here. But my anxiety is high, and I am just not feeling great. But I did finish 2 graphic novel / comic bind-ups. I finished Pretty Deadly Volume 1 and loved it. This is a reread. It's so good. It's the art is beautiful, and the story is even more beautiful. And I requested that my library order the second volume physically, because I read the second volume on my phone, and I didn't really appreciate it as much on my phone as I did physically. And I'm hoping to get that in soon. Probably not in time for the end of Kaboomathon, but yeah. If you haven't read Pretty Deadly, you really should. It's so good. It's a Western. It's about Deathface Ginny, and she is Death's daughter, and she kind of defeats death in this one. I guess that's a spoiler, but whatever. Yeah, she conquers death, and it's great. I also finished Bitch Planet Volume 2. So I'm really sad because I found out that there is not another volume of Bitch Planet after this. There was a 10 issue series of comics, and then they have a 5 special issue comics after it, but there's not like a continuation of the story, and I'm kind of mad. I mean, it ended well, like it ended on a bang, but I think I have chicken in my teeth. Anyway, it was really good. The art didn't bother me as much in this one, and the story was so good. And I'm just upset that there's not going to be another one. And I started Black Widow, The Finely Woven Thread in the meantime. Phil Noto is such an amazing artist. Like, look at this. Look at that, look at that art. That's so gorgeous. And Black Widow is one of my favorite Avengers. She's one of my favorite MCU characters in general. And I'm so glad that I found this, because I didn't even know that we had it physically at the library. And so I'm reading this right now, and it's so nuanced, and like, she's so underrated as a character. But I heard that there's a trailer out for the movie, and I haven't watched it yet. And everybody keeps talking about David Harbour from Stranger Things, and how he's super hot in it. But like, what about Black Widow? Like, this movie's about Black Widow, not about David Harbour. Anyway, I'm excited. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe when I update you, I'll have watched it, and I can tell you how I feel about it. But I've been waiting for a Black Widow movie for years. I've been yelling to everyone who will listen that Black Widow needs her own movie. and I'm hoping it's an origin story because her origin story is so cool, and like it's sad, but it's cool. And so yeah, this is what I'm reading right now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish my whole TBR by the end of Kaboomathon, but I'm glad that I read so many graphic novel / comic bind-ups because it's really helping my Goodreads goal because I'm at like 50 books right now, and my goal is 100. I kind of overestimated how many books I would read this year, so hopefully these will count towards that and like help me out a little bit because I don't think I'm going to be able to read 50 books in 1 month, but whatever, we'll see. Hello. So I updated you this morning, but I have another update. I finished Black Widow, the finely woven thread, and I loved it. I'm not sure if my library has the second volume, but I hope it does because I really want to continue with this. I remember reading the actual comics at some point, and I know Hawkeye comes in more prominently, and I like their relationship. So I hope that I get to read the physical copy of the second volume. I also read Moon Cop by Tom Gold. It was so sweet. It was so sad too. He's so lonely. It's very interesting art style. Very monochromatic or I guess duochromatic, whatever. But he's just all by himself on the moon, and like just this whole panel made me want to cry. I didn't expect to get emotional about this book, but I really did. And it's just so sweet, and I love it. I loved it a lot. I gave it 5 stars. Then I read House of Women by Sophie Goldstein, and I did not like this. It is very, very bizarre, and it's not satisfying in any way, the ending, or any of it, actually. It's not satisfying. It's just a bunch of like loose plot points that never get like tied together, or it just never amounts to anything, and I hated it. I like the art though. The art is really good. It's black and white, so that I think completes a prompt for Kaboomathon. Let me see if I can get this on the frame. It's really beautiful. But it wasn't for me. Now I'm reading the first volume of The Wicked and the Divine. I think I've read about 4 volumes of this, all on my phone, and I never picked up the physical copy. So I'm reading the physical copy, and it's good. It's as good as I remember. And the art is stunning. I mean, look at that. That's so gorgeous. As you can tell, art is really important to me when it comes to like graphic novels and comics. But okay, so I went to my library earlier today. I meant to print out an assignment, but the printer was broken. So I just went and browsed, and I found 3 more graphic novels / comic bind-ups. I found Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me, which I was so excited about because I've been wanting to read this. I know it's queer, and it's about 2 girls who are girlfriends, and I think that basically one of them keeps breaking up with the other one, and I'm very excited about it. I found this. It's Invisible Kingdom, which I have never heard of, but it's by G. Willow Wilson. I think she's the writer, and I was like, of course I have to read it, because I love G. Willow Wilson, and it looks gorgeous. I don't know what it could be about, but, this is the ongoing saga of 2 women in a distant galaxy. Vess is a newly initiated religious nun with brilliant passion and deeply steadfast faith in the teachings of the Renunciation. Grix is her polar opposite, a seasoned freighter pilot for megacorporation Lux, forging her way through the solar system, fueled by impressive grit and a whip-smart crew. Years of working for Lux have taught her what to expect of the world and how to navigate any situation on her own. All that changes when Vess, in her new role of scriptorian, and Grix, in what should have been a routine inventory check, stumble upon some world-shattering information. The Renunciation and Lux are surreptitiously working together, and nothing is as it seems. The discovery plunges both women into extreme and immediate danger, and it can bring down the structure of their entire universe. Hurried together by chance, they must choose, stick to their prescribed paths, or forge a new way of their own. They couldn't be more different, but now they couldn't need each other more, and everything is at stake. That sounds great. Wow. I love that it's like woman-centric. Excuse my... Oy. Somebody's texting me. Anyway, it sounds fantastic. I love that it's woman-centric, and I'm hoping to get to that before Kaboomathon is over. But I have a bunch of other books that I need to get to, so who knows. Then I got Dear Scarlet, the story of my postpartum depression, which is, I think, a comic memoir. It's in black and white, and it looks like it's going to be funny and sad. Yeah. Postpartum depression sucks. Not that I've ever experienced it, but, like, to all those women out there who experienced it, I really feel for you. Because having a baby is hard enough. So yeah, I'm gonna try and finish The Wicked and the Divine tonight. I know I have a lot of free time tomorrow, so hopefully I can get a lot of reading done. And I will update you later. Bye. Hello, it is December 6th, the 6th day of Kaboomathon, and I have some terrible news. My dog ate one of my library books. This is The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 1. You probably saw it in my last update, looking alive and well, but, unfortunately it no longer is. It is dead. It is deceased. I'm very sad because I'm probably going to have to pay a hefty fee for this. But at least I finished it before my dog ate it. All she got for eating the library book was going outside. The thing is that you can't punish dogs because they don't understand that they do stupid things. And it's so frustrating because with a child you could be like, you have to go to timeout. But a dog doesn't know what timeout is. So I can't send her to timeout. I just have to put her outside so that I can clean up her stupid mess. If you have any disciplinary suggestions for dogs, I'd love to hear them. So anyway, my original TBR as it stands, what is left of it, is this. And there's only 2 days left in Kaboomathon. So what I have left is The Color of Earth by Kim Dong-hwa, The Vision, Volume 1, Fun Home, a family tragicomic by Alison Bechdel. My favorite thing is Monsters, ooh, that's heavy, by Emil Ferris. The Encyclopedia of Early Earth by Isabel Greenberg. Miss Marvel, Volume 1, and Run For It by Marcelo de Sanete. I am going to try to finish all of these today since I don't have any shit to do. I'll probably film myself reading it for vlog content. And I'm going to start with Miss Marvel. And I'm, just so you know, keeping them all away from my dog because I already am going to be paying enough money for The Wicked and the Divine. So I will update you, I don't know, in a couple hours and we'll see where we are. Bye-bye. Hello, it is 5 o'clock, which is a long time since I last updated you, but my uncle came over and he was working on our bathroom, so he was making lots of noise, as one does when one is fixing the bathroom, but I've managed to read a lot since then. My dog is barking, of course. You know what, she doesn't get a pass because of this. She needs to be quiet. Anyway, I finished Miss Marvel. It was just as wonderful as the first time I read it, and I want my own volume, and I love Kamala Khan. She's like my daughter. I also read the first volume of The Vision, which was really interesting. It's got a really good story. It's mostly about like trying to stay normal in the face of all of these horrible things happening, and like if robots are really human, and it was really good. Then I read Snow Glass Apples by Neil Gaiman, and I can't remember the artist's name. I wish I had the physical copy. I'm gonna buy a physical copy for myself because that was so good. I read it on my phone to get bingo for Kaboomathon, the Kaboomathon bingo card, and it is just, the art is gorgeous, like absolutely breathtaking, and it's a Snow White retelling, and it's about my mom's home. It's about if Snow White was a vampire. Hi, I'm filming. What? I'm good, I'm filming. Okay. And yeah, it was just amazing. And then I read The Color of Earth by Kim Dong-hwa. This is about Aehwa and her mother, and they live in a village in Korea, and it's basically about Aehwa growing up, learning about love and herself, and it was so nice. I didn't think this would have been written by a man. I mean, I kind of could have guessed if I had thought about how he kind of talks about women and stereotypes men and women, which I don't think women do as often, but anyway, it was just like, look at this. So beautiful. It's a manhwa, which is the Korean word for manga, and it was just so pretty and so nice and so innocent. Not innocent, but like, it was kind of innocent at the beginning, then it got a little raunchy. I also got a package. I think this is the Starless Sea, but I'm not sure. Thought I'd unbox it for you. Oh my gosh. Look at those stencil edges, oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. cares about that? Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's so gorgeous, and like the cover is so buttery and soft. And the stenciled edges, what does it look like under the cover? Oh. I guess I was expecting a little more. But it is just so beautiful. I love it. Oh, look at that. So nice. Oh, I'm so glad I bought this. I'm gonna love it, I just know it. And I think I got some what are these called? Oh, bookmarks. But oh my god, it's so pretty. Okay, so I think I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 books left on my TBR. I'm trying to get through them tonight, and then maybe read Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me and the other 2 books that I got the other day. But yeah, bye. Hello, it is December 8th. I didn't update at all yesterday, but I thought I would wrap the vlog up with the outro. So, I'm not sure how many books I read in all. I know it's more than like 12. But, read every book on my TBR except for 3, which I'm really proud of. And, I really enjoyed most of the books I read. I just took a shower. I'm getting ready for work, and I'm going to edit this, and thank you for watching. Comment down below if you participated, what you read, or just comment down below some emojis if you feel like it, if you feel like you don't have anything else to say. That's all for me for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye!